We all hear people say, just be yourself. But what if yourself isn't just you? What if who you are right now is built from every single person you've met? Your friends, your family, your classmates, or even strangers you met for like 3 seconds. It sounds a bit strange, but it's not a bad thing. Because the truth is, we're all shaped by connection. Every word we hear, every laugh we share, and every person we meet leaves something behind. We all pick up little things from people without even realizing it. You start saying the same words as your friends, using the same phrases, or laughing in the same weird way. But it's not copying, it's connection. That's how humans learn and grow. And honestly, that's exactly why our parents always tell us to choose our friends wisely, because they know how people around us can affect us. If you spend time with positive, motivated people, you will start to act like that too. But if you are surrounded by negativity, then it's harder to stay positive yourself. There's a saying that I really like. If you put a healthy rose in a vase full of dead ones, it will wilt too. That basically means that your environment matters, because just like that rose, we also reflect the space we grow in. When we are around supportive people, we start to grow. But when we are around negativity, then it's harder to stay positive ourselves. What I find really interesting is that biology actually supports this. So in genetics, we learn about genotypes and phenotypes. Your genotype is your set of genes, a code that makes you, you. But your phenotype is how those genes actually show up, and that depends on your environment. So to understand it better, let's think of an example. 2 people can have the same genes for height, but one might grow taller because they eat better or just live healthier. In other words, even our biology depends on where and how we grow. The same thing happens with personality. We all have traits we're born with, but the environment we grow up in and the people we grow around decide which traits become stronger. Biology actually goes even further. So in our brains, we have these things called mirror neurons. These basically are cells that make us copy what we see. That's why when someone smiles, you smile back, or when someone yawns, you feel like dying to yawn too. The same thing happens with personality. When you are around calm people, you also start to feel calm, but when you are around stress or anger, you start to feel that too. My experience. So, when I moved programs at my school, everything around me changed. New people, new ideas, new ways of thinking. I was shy at first, but when I saw other people confidently getting to know each other, I realized that there was nothing embarrassing about talking to new people. I was also the type of person who would never ever speak up in class because I thought if I said something wrong, the whole world would end. But when I saw my new classmates confidently sharing their ideas, even if they weren't perfect, I realized that I had just been overthinking it my whole life. And it made me wonder why I never noticed that before. And the answer is actually pretty simple. I spent my whole life with the same people, so I thought everything was just the way it was. Some people were just born confident, and I was just born shy. But switching environments made me realize that confidence isn't something people are born with. It's something you learn by actually seeing it around you. Me and my class even made this video for our MYP graduation called First and Last Years of MYP. And when I look at that video right now, I cannot believe how close we all became. I started out worrying about everything, and somehow I ended up with people who felt so familiar, like I'd known them forever. It showed me how fast new environment can become home. But here's the thing, I'm not saying that one program is better than the other though. No, not at all. What I'm saying is that switching environments can be very important. Not because a new one is better, but simply because it's new. If we never experience anything new, then honestly, what even is life? I want you to think about like new thing that you learned about like recently. The new music, like habit you've picked up, literally anything. Now here's the part that we don't usually think about. That change didn't just appear out of nowhere. It came from someone. That's the quiet power people have on us. Even small changes come from people we've met. So maybe we really are everyone we've met. But again, that's not a bad thing. Because that means you carry a little piece of every person who's ever made you laugh, supported you, or inspired you. And it also means that you leave pieces of yourself behind in others too. The way you talk, the energy you give, they all stay with others long after you're gone. That's why who you surround yourself with matters so much, because just like that rose, we also reflect the space we grow in. We're always told that to be unique, we need to stand out. But you are already unique, because no one has lived your exact life, met your mix of people, or learned the same lessons as you. And that's what makes you, you. A perfect mix of science, emotion, and connection. Thank you.